Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and I have a fantastic one for you today because I am at the Pacific Airshow in Huntington Beach on the sand with thousands of people right now. This is the most amazing air show. It's fantastic because you're elevated. It's right in the sand. All the planes fly right in front of us in the water. That's absolutely amazing. There's so much going on in the world also. So you're gonna get to see the air show, which is very cool, but you're also gonna get all the national news and everything that's going on in the economy. And it's just gonna be a great day. So I really think you're gonna like this video. Please take a second to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. And let's have a great day. Let's get into it. This air show is absolutely amazing because instead of sitting in the stands, you're on the sand. You're right in front of the water. Look at this. You've got all these planes right here. I mean, it is so cool. Right in front of you. This is free, guys. There's going to be huge concerts. Sammy Hagar, all these other people here this weekend. But this is absolutely the best air show. I'm so happy that it's back. But there's really some important things that we need to talk about. We just had another 366,000 people file for first-time unemployment claims yesterday, which is absolutely horrific. And, you know, we're supposed to act like it's no big deal. And then, you know, President Biden just signed into law a bill to avert the government shutdown. Crazy. So, with that, it's a temporary shutdown. Now, everybody's arguing back and forth. Senate, both parties, back and forth on government spending. And again, it's just a temporary fix to this. Again, credit limit raised, write more checks. This is pathetic that we run our country this way. But, you know, we have to do something. We're completely out of money. You know, Janet Yellen and Jay Powell were talking about how bad it was going to be if this government shutdown happened, and they just basically did a temporary fix and put another Band-Aid on it as far as the finances are concerned. So share your thoughts on this and let me know what you think. You'll have a bunch of different planes. There's going to be a bunch of different jets. You've got the Blue Angels are out here this weekend. This thing is a very, very cool event. If you get a chance to get out here, I'd get out here early, but absolutely amazing. And for those of you that are not here, you get to see the air show like you were here, okay? One thing about the economy that is crystal clear is the good times, they're definitely behind us. There is no more stimulus money. Savings are dropping, but we got a very piece of disturbing news, and that is that inflation for August was up 4.3%. The PCE, which is based on consumer spending, is talking about 4.3% year over year inflation in August compared to last year. Now, I don't even believe that, guys. I think it's much higher, and they're talking about having inflation at 4% for the year. I think it's at like 16 to 18% right now. I said 16% earlier this year. I think it's much, much higher. And I really want to know what you guys think about this, because it's just crazy to think that we're at this low level right now. And 4% is outrageous. Gas is outrageous. But for us to sit there and think that it's only at a 4% level is crazy. Check this out. You got planes coming in. Now, here's a couple of banking stories. The first one, we're gonna file under the ridiculous, just pure nature of Bank of America. And Bank of America has predicted that oil prices are going to hit $100 a barrel. Okay, that's great. But they're concerned that it could spark inflation. I don't know if Bank of America, if their employees work, get paid, and go buy things, but if they do, they've seen inflation over the last 6 months. It has nothing to do with oil hitting $100 a barrel. If it does, it's just gonna spike that much worse. Do yourself a favor. People write me and say oil is bad and all this stuff. Look at everything that's made out of oil. Just search it, you know, Google it, and you'll see that it's insane, all the different things that are made from oil. Now, the next thing, listener sent me this great story, and that was out of the state of Nebraska. The state treasurer, John Morante, he said, if Biden passes this law about the $600 bank transaction, he's not going to comply with it. In fact, he's going to sue the government and the administration for this and take it all the way to the Supreme Court. So he's, first of all, a man of his word, but he also wrote a letter that I included for you guys to take a look at. Take a look at this letter, because if you bank in the state of Nebraska, this one man, I mean, he's not messing around. He says it's completely invasive and totally unfair, but there was kind of a press release that's included in this letter where there's 22 other jurisdictions that are saying we're not going to comply with this. So there's going to be a real fight if this $600 shenanigans law passes and they try to get everybody's transactions. Again, you guys, when you think about this, there are cash businesses, there are small town feed shops, there are small town, you know, bait shops that sell fishing poles and sell different things, and they may have $600 transactions every now and then, and all of that has to be recorded. It's insanity. So John Morante, state treasurer, bravo to you out of the state of Nebraska, because you're not messing around. And take a look at the story, take a look at the letter, because you're gonna see a lot more people do the same thing. Look at all these people out here, guys. It's absolutely packed out here. So planes fly by, when they come back, then they do the little acrobatic things. It's very cool. But right now, a little bit of a lull between the next set of planes. Hey, here's another story, banking related, and that is out of the wonderful Wells Fargo. If you're a Wells Fargo customer, this week they said that they sent out a 110-page report on how they're going to have automation change banking. Did you guys get this? Does anybody get that report? I like the jets better than I like the biplane. Anyways, that's just me. Anyways, Mike Mayo, one of the directors at Wells Fargo, was on Bloomberg this week talking about how 100,000 jobs are going to be eliminated at Wells Fargo. 100,000. And that they're going to have artificial intelligence and bots take over for these jobs. So when you call and you want to speak to somebody about your checking, or gosh, I'm upset about these fees, most likely you're not going to talk to anybody anymore. You know how you call and you go, hi, this is Clara from Dallas. No, it'll be, hi, this is AI from you. So share your thoughts on this. And again, typical Wells Fargo, to save money. I just don't think that they're big on helping people. I don't think they're big on customer service, but this is automation in banking, and this is what you have to look forward to. So share your thoughts on this, guys. I really want to know what you think about this, the other banking stories, and did anybody get this letter from Wells Fargo? Because lucky me, I'm not a Wells Fargo customer. great story. Price Waterhouse, the big accounting firm, they have 40,000 employees that are basically analysts and young people that analyze the market, analyze companies, analyze pretty much the economy, everything. They are going to let 100% of those people work remotely with no pay cut. Now, if they move to an area that has a lower standard of living, a lower cost of living, they will get a pay cut. So if you stay where you're at, based on your pay, there will be no pay cut for these people. But that being said, they can work remotely from, as they put it, their home, their computer, wherever, as long as the work gets done. It's pretty fascinating stuff. But again, if they move from California to, you know, Utah or someplace like that, it's pay cut time. So pretty fascinating stuff. As we hit October, here in California, the eviction moratorium is done. Now, Colorado has just added an eviction extension, and it really doesn't just give people a moratorium to stay there. They have to be given the option of coming up with the money, and they can stay in the unit. For example, if a tenant is behind on their rent and a judge has not signed off on the full eviction yet, and the tenant comes up with all the money, the landlord has to accept it as of October 1st. Not a big deal. If a landlord, or excuse me, if a tenant has not paid rent and they pay rent and there's outstanding late fees, landlords can no longer evict people for just those late fees. Now here's the biggest change for Colorado, and this was amazing. It really floored me. You can no longer have same-day filing and eviction hearings, which who knew they had that? So in Colorado, before this law was passed, if you filed an eviction notice, you could have an ex-parte hearing and have the case heard that day. Talking about throwing somebody out fast, you could throw them out immediately. Now you've got to wait 7 days before the filing date and the hearing date, and the landlords are all up in arms over that. That's incredibly fast, guys. So again, share your thoughts on this. I thought they were going to extend California's, and I'm completely shocked, because I guarantee the courthouses are just slammed right now, and I will talk to my attorney friends and find out what's going on, and my landlord friends, even my tenant friends. I don't know of anybody that's really behind in their rent right now, but I'll talk to everybody to see what they've heard. But share your thoughts. Is there any other wacky laws in regards to these evictions that you guys know about? Because this same day filing, think about it. You could file a case in the morning and have it heard last week in Colorado, or when they had evictions, and have it heard at the same time. That's absolutely amazing. Share your thoughts on that, guys. Did a report on this, a 27-page report that's getting a lot of heat because it's actually kind of funny that nobody really knows how everything works. I included the news story plus the report on it. And, again, the economy is such a mess. Cool when you see the afterburners come on. But the economy's such a mess that even the Fed doesn't know everything. So take a look at this. It's actually pretty funny, and you can read the story and the report as well. This jet's coming back for one more pass. Oh, he's going really slow. This is really cool. I've seen this one. Now watch, he's gonna go really slow in front of the crowd, and then he's just gonna punch it. Watch this. We have great news. Jim Cramer from CNBC has just announced that he has a new investing club. This is designed to build long-term wealth. And just announced today, you can sign up for the CNBC Investing Club. It's gonna follow 34 stocks and it will help you build wealth. Now the beauty of this is that people are gonna put their emails in, and I already put mine in. So you can sign up for this, okay? The beauty of this is that there are people now that will track everything that he recommends. You know, onesies, twosies, this stock, that stock, can't really follow it. But when you've got the club, and it's free to join, not that I'm pushing Jim Cramer because I think he's a clown, but Jim Cramer's now gonna have the investment club to build long-term wealth. Great, okay? Take away his salary from CNBC and see how this guy does. That's just my opinion. Again, one person I follow when it comes to stocks is a man named Greg Mannarino. Now, Mannarino is not for everybody. If you've ever seen his videos, he's a little abrupt, eccentric, swears every now and then, but Mannarino's thing is, whether the market's going up or down, you're gonna make money with it. So, take a look at Greg Mannarino's channel. No connection to the guy whatsoever, not giving you stock or investment advice. I'm just saying that's one guy that I find interesting. But Cramer has done a solid for people like me that follow guys like this, because this is gonna document things that he's recommending. And I guarantee you, a year from now, you're gonna have somebody come out and say, if you followed Cramer's advice, you made X or you lost X. And it's gonna be fascinating. Share your thoughts. And last time I mentioned this guy's name, people were just ballistic. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to end this video on this final story, and that is this. We have talked about banking problems and warnings with everything that's coming with them for months now. You really need to take this seriously and protect yourself. Right now, in 5 continents, today, there were over 20 banks that had outages. Some had it for their ATMs, some had it for their online services, some had it for their bill pay services. I had subscribers reach out to me from Bank of America, and clients had said, hey, I paid my rent today, and it's not going through, and the system's completely down nationwide. Now, that being said, guys, again, you need to have an alternative. Pay your bills and cash. Now, you're not going to pay your rent in cash. I understand that. But this is something that's very serious. You've got Kiwi Bank out of New Zealand, totally shut down. You've got Commonwealth Bank, Ann's Bank. But the problem with this is it's in 5 continents right now. It's in 20 different countries. It's all over the place, but it's affected 25 million bank customers. Again, they're not taking care of us. They're not protecting us. You really need to be leery of the banks right now and to make sure you're protecting yourselves. Have an alternative way of paying for things. What do you do if the ATMs are down for 5-7 days and you can't get cash? Have a little cash in your house. So again, that being said, you know, protect yourself, think about this, but read the stories down there. And when you have somebody that reaches out to you and says, Dan, you know, this is ridiculous. This guy's a landlord and he's getting paid and he can't get paid. It's sad, it's ridiculous, but take this warning seriously right now. So please don't forget to hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, share this with all your friends and colleagues. One thing, I want to thank everybody who donated to Joseph Dreamhouse. They had an amazing result from us talking about that yesterday. For those of you that gave anything, be very proud of yourself. They had an absolutely stellar day with donations. The link is still downstairs. And if anybody needs money for their business, we have a great relationship with Ironwood, which is a finance company that if you've been in business as little as 3 months, if you can document it, if you've got a bank account that can show those sales, odds are you can borrow some money, even if you have a low FICO score. So check that out. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this today.